Hello there and welcome to the card grotto. Today I thought I would show you how I'm organising my swatches. I've made swatches for my ink pads, for my mists, for markers, lots of different things. I find it really helpful. This system itself is from Jennifer Maguire. I haven't made this up myself. Jennifer Maguire has downloads on her blog to print out that you can make swatches, and I did kind of do it slightly the same, but I had it in like a ring, so all the little swatch cards were on a ring, and I have to say I find this a lot easier in this binder. This binder again is not my idea. It's from Stephanie Clark. I'm apologising if I've pronounced her surname incorrectly. She showed how she's storing them in this binder. This is a binder from Simple Stories. It's a 6x8 inch binder. I really like it. I love the colour for a start. It fits on the top of my Raskog unit really well, and I've been using it. I use it much more than I did my swatch ring, I have to say. I'm finding it really helpful. I have actually been using this system maybe for about 2 months, I think, 2.5 months, 3 months. But I wanted to definitely make sure that it was working for me before I shared it with you. So I guess in some ways I'm late to the party in terms of videos, but I have been using it for a while, and I wanted to make sure definitely that it worked and that I could definitely recommend it. Obviously everyone's different, but I really like this. So like I said, the binder itself is by Simple Stories, and you can get that in the UK from Crafty Charlie, and I believe they have it on Simon Says Stamp as well. So inside, like I said, I've done all of my ink swatches, and I have lots of different things as well, so I'm just going to go through those with you. So the downloads themselves from Jennifer, from her website, what you do is you print off the file. She has lots of different ink pads, manufacturers, sorry. And you can just print them off, and she's already made them for you. There's also a blank one that you can change whatever the name of the ink pad or whatever you want to put on it, which I have used as well. The only thing I've done differently than Stephanie and Jennifer, I think, I'm not 100% sure, is that I have a separate sheet for each colour. The reason for that is because if I'm going to buy a new ink pad, I don't want to take all of these swatches out of these pockets each time I get a new ink pad to kind of rearrange it. So if I have to only do it for one sheet, it's a lot easier for me. That's the only thing that I think I've done differently. Otherwise, these are the pockets, and they're also by Simple Stories. I really like them in the fact that they're clear. Like really clear, if that makes sense, and I just really like they're so neat and tidy. You get 12 on a sheet, and they have these little, you know, like a little pocket basically inside. I don't know if you can see that well, and then the swatch itself just comes off. So these are little 2x2 swatches. As you can see, there's the name of the ink pad and then the company underneath. So I'll just go through them with you. So first of all, I have my white and my black ink pads on the front. And then I go in what I think is my kind of colour order. So I have all my greys, I have my browns, I have some more browns here, and then I've got my yellows coming into peach and then into orange, and then kind of like the pinky peaches. I've then got pinks, and then darker pink, and then reds, and then I've got what I would class as sort of pink toned purples, and then I have blue toned purples. I've then got blues, I've then got like blue toned turquoises, and then green toned turquoises, and then I've got greens here as well. I then have my Pearlescent ink pads separately, just because I don't use them that often, and if I'm going to use a particular one, it's more likely because I want it pearlescent, not necessarily because I want a colour. So that's why I've just kept them all separately there. I've then got all of my distress inks, and I absolutely adore this page. I just find it so pretty. So what I've done is I've stamped a circle stamp. This is the set that I've used actually. This is the Lots of Dots set from Simon Says Stamp, and for the rectangles I used the Simon Says Stamp Swatches stamp set there. So what I've done, like I said, I've stamped the like a direct colour kind of ink pad to stamp onto there. I very rarely stamp with distress inks, but it's like kind of nice to see what the kind of like intense colour is. So then I've used an ink blending tool and just gone over the top just so I can see what those look like. Then I've got obviously a couple of pages of that. I've then used my distress markers and done the same thing. I haven't used any water, although usually I would use water with distress markers. I haven't done it on this here just because I can see what the colour looks like. So I've got those there. I've then got my Wink of Stella and my Wink of Luna pens. I then just got this little chart here. This is one I made a long time ago. This is for my Copic Speaker at You glitter markers. I don't use them that often since I use the Wink of Stella basically all the time now, but I like to keep that. Eventually I will do the actual swatches, but for the time being, since I had it here, I've just pop that in there. I've then got my embossing powders. So what I've done is I've stamped one of the circles from the same set, stamped it on with Versamark and then popped on the embossing powder and then heat set it, just so I can see what it looks like. And also it kind of, in some ways this is great for you know, just for seeing which colours you want to use. I really find it really helpful for ink colours, matching inks to cardstock and vice versa. But it's also really good inventory as well, so you can kind of see exactly what you've got before you maybe purchase something. These are all my mists here. I don't have that many, but I do like them, and it's nice to see what the actual colour looks like. And then I've got my two main cardstocks here at the back. So this is Paper Tray ink. Oh no, sorry, this isn't Paper Tray ink. This is Basil Card Shop. And then I've got my Paper Tray ink afterwards here. They're the two kind of main cardstock that I use for card bases at least. And then I've got my watercolours here as well. And then at the back I've just got some extra little sheets there. So I will link to Jennifer's video and Stephanie's video down in the description box, and to Stephanie's blog where you can download all the swatches. Like I said, I really like it. It's really helped me in coordinating colours. I use it basically almost every time now that I make a card. The only thing I'm not probably going to put in here is my Copic markers, since I use the Copic colour chart, and I've been using that a long time, and I think I will just stick to that. But anything else I'm really enjoying, and I have to just try and make one as soon as, make the swatch as soon as I get a new ink pad or anything like that. But I'm really enjoying using it. I found it really helpful. So big thank you to Jennifer for making all of these for us. And that's my kind of solution for my swatches at the moment. I hope that's helped some of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.